Alvin Brown. Is there anything you want to tell the local constituents here for the Black Expo?
Well, I just want to make sure that, everybody knows that we have an opportunity to elect the next mayor, Alvin Brown. I want to be your mayor of Jacksonville. I believe the next mayor has to have the ability to bring people together to solve the problems. I believe that I have the experience. I stocked groceries that night at Winn-Dixie, went to school in the daytime, worked 40, 50 hours a week.
Wow.
And I became a certified meat cutter for Winn-Dixie. I was raised by a single parent. She raised 5 kids, worked 2 jobs. And so the most important thing is, I have a strong work ethic, I have a strong faith in God, and I think that we have an opportunity to move this city into a new direction. I spent 8 years working for President Clinton, focusing on jobs. That's going to be one of my top priorities, closing the job opportunity gap. I'm going to focus on public safety. I think the way you deal with crime, people got to have a job. Young people got to have a job. So,
what about poverty as an issue? That's a huge issue when it comes to bringing the type of corporations in town that can't supply the job. How do you balance that with the need for entrepreneurship as well?
Right. Well, what I think we got to do for small businesses is make sure that small business and entrepreneurs have access to capital and credit. That's what we have to do. We have to make sure that they have the ability to have the capital to expand their business and grow their business. We got to make sure that government is not hindering businesses to expand in Jacksonville, so remove the red tape. I believe in public-private partnerships so that businesses can grow, because government can't create jobs. The private sector is the engine of any community, and so I think we have to do a better job of focusing on those small entrepreneurs.
Well, I am a small business. I've been in business for 10 years as a black-owned, minority-operated firm. How can you assist me? We're in technology, and we haven't been able to leverage not one single local grant, fund, loan, or anything for that matter. How can you assist us?
Well, one of the ways that I would be able to do is I would do public-private partnerships. That is, working with big, small and medium-sized companies and linking them up. I would call it business link, where I would introduce you to some of the local companies. You all network and lay out your strategy on how you can expand them in the marketplace and how they can reach untapped markets. And so the ability to bring decision makers together to do business together is the key. I think, and that's the role the mayor could play. Sitting you in the room with some of the most prominent business leaders and share your products and services on how we can work together, because the more jobs you create, the better our communities are.
There's a strong movement nationally in recognizing the Gullah Geechee Nation and the corridor which extends from Jacksonville and North Carolina. This has is in the ballroom, opportunities for local stage.
I'm sure I am. And the guy who chairs that is Emory Campbell. So he chairs that commission. That commission was launched by Congressman Jim Clyburn of South Carolina. It was his brainchild. He started that years ago, and Congress passed it. And so I think it's a great initiative to create opportunity so that those individuals in those areas can reach their God-given potential. I'm very well aware of that.
Well, we look for that support.